Hi there! So, this week is all about purpose. And before you eye roll and think, oh God, here we go with the fluffy stuff, stay with me. Because what I want to show you today is really practical. It might actually be the one shift that helps you finally stop starting over. The truth about motivation. So many of us think we have a motivation problem. We start strong and then it fizzles. Or we hit the goal and immediately ask, now what? But the truth is, most of the time it's not motivation you're missing, it's purpose. But before I go any further, let's take a second to talk about what I actually mean when I say ego and self, because I'm going to talk a lot about these things. Ego is your identity. It's the part of you that's been shaped by your past. It's the echo of everything you've learned, everything you've been told, all the judgments and expectations you've picked up along the way. It's your survival system. And honestly, it's brilliant at its job. It's constantly scanning. Am I safe? Am I doing it right? Am I being judged? You could think of ego like your hard drive. It holds all the backups, all the stored informations, all the times you fell, got hurt, succeeded, were praised, or rejected. It's full of data. And it's trying to protect you based on that data. The self, on the other hand, is the part of you that you were born with. Before the rules, before the roles, before the noise. It's your gut feeling, your instinct, your wisdom. It's not based on fear or habit. It's based on what feels true now. If ego is the hard drive, self is a bit like the software, always updating. It takes in new information, it learns, it adapts, it evolves. It's where you operate from when you feel safe, calm, and feel yourself. Ego is reactive, self is proactive. Ego says, this reminds me of something bad. Don't risk it. Self says, I trust I can handle this. I'll figure it out. So neither is wrong. Ego isn't bad. It's just not designed to lead your growth. It's designed to keep you safe. And when it works with the self, not instead of it, you get resilience and progress. Let's bring it all together. Imagine you're a boat. Imagine this yet? Okay, great. Your ego is the engine. It's loud, powerful, it gets you out of the harbor. It helps you start things, get moving, prove yourself, hit the target. But yourself is the sail. It tunes into the wind and the current. It's quieter, but wiser. Sometimes you go fast, sometimes slow. You're not forcing, you're flowing with it. You're always moving. You need both. Ego will get you started. But if you only rely on ego, you burn out your fuel. You hit the goal and feel, is that it? That's the now what moment, where ego gets you to the goalpost, but self is what carries you beyond it. It's what makes the journey sustainable and satisfying. Let me give you a personal example. For years, my fitness goals were 100% ego. I need to lose X kilos before this holiday. I want to fit into that dress. Train hard, restrict, obsess, and yes, I'd hit the goal, but the second I got there, I couldn't maintain it. The motivation vanished. I'd feel flat, exhausted, back to square one. Now, it's about 60% self, 40% ego. Yes, I still want to look good. That hasn't gone away, but I also want to feel good when I wake up. I want to be able to chase after my grandkids one day. That shift changed everything. Now I train to feel strong. I still care how I look. And if you do too, there's no judgment there. In fact, it's completely unrealistic to ask people to do things only for themselves and not for others. We are social animals. Connection is very important. It's the most important thing to us. So we want to be accepted by the group. And the ego is what helps us do that. So going back to me for a second. I still care how I look, but it's not the only reason I show up. And when motivation drops, because it still does, it will always do, I don't spiral. I just do something small. A walk, a 10-minute stretch, because my purpose carries me, even when my ego can't. So let's break this down a bit more clearly. Ego-led goals are about proving something, impressing others, getting quick results, seeking external validation. They're fast and exciting, but they're also unstable. Purpose-less goals are about becoming who you want to be, feeling aligned, creating sustainability, small steps, enjoying the process. They're slower, but they last. And the magic happens when you have a bit of both. This is the balance we're looking for. Let your ego get you moving. Let your purpose keep you going. Because ego doesn't celebrate the everyday wins. It only cares about the final result. Purpose notices when you feel better after a walk. Purpose reminds you that one small step today is still progress. Purpose lets you be proud of yourself before you've arrived. And that's how you stop chasing and start living. One way to uncover this is the 5 whys exercise. Start with your current goal. Ask, why is this important to me? Then take that answer and ask why again. Do this 5 times. The first few might come from the ego, and that's okay. But by the 4th or 5, you'll start to hear the voice of your deeper self, the one who knows what really matters. You should end up with something that really belongs to you, something that feels inspiring. So this week is your chance to realign. You're not getting rid of ego, you're just letting something wiser sit in the driver's seat. Because the truth is, you don't want a goal that gets you a result. You want a goal that gets you a life. Purpose is how you do that. I'll see you next time. And remember that purpose change. Something that can feel incredibly purposeful one day might not feel quite like that in another day. And that's okay. You can adapt. Good luck.